But first, a developing story we have been following all day. A manhunt continues tonight for a fugitive who breached the fence at Camp Bullis. The man considered to be armed and dangerous.
The base was locked down for most of the day while authorities searched for the suspect, and tonight the order has been lifted. Officials have warned the public, however, to stay on hard roads and not to pick up any hitchhikers in the entire area.
Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos is live at Camp Bullis now with more. Henry?
Well, Jeff and Deborah, at this hour, it isn't confirmed that the man wanted out here is Robert Lynch, who escaped from Bandera County authorities more than a week ago. But according to sheriff officials there, they say it is suspected that it could be him. And that's the key word. It is suspected. So let me take you back. Last Monday, after Lynch was arrested, he was able to break free and has been on the run ever since. The registered sex offender is accused of burglarizing several ranches in Bandera County. Dr. Salih Jafar tells me he believes Lynch vandalized or stole up to $300,000 worth of valuables from his ranch. Well, a break in the case came 4 days ago when San Antonio police say they found an SUV here in the city that Lynch reportedly stole. All right, so let's fast forward to today, to the several-hour manhunt here on the north side, when SAPD gave a briefing earlier when asked if the suspect who breached the fence at Camp Bullis was Robert Lynch. They said they couldn't confirm because they don't have the suspect in custody. But Dr. Jafar says he believes it is, given the description of the suspect. He also can't believe Lynch is still on the run tonight.
I'm glad he hasn't killed anybody yet. Yeah, I think we should put more resources in capturing this guy. He doesn't look like he's gonna stop. And I bet you somebody's gonna eventually get hurt. And we don't want that to happen.
And again, at this hour, the only thing released about this wanted suspect from today is a description. It is of a white male who is 6 foot, scruffy beard, and reddish brown hair. Another interesting note from the Tarpley Fire Department, they posted late this evening that there have been 2 other reported break-ins in the area, including a home they say that Lynch reportedly broke into last week. They also say that a vehicle was stolen. But again, out here, the lockdown has been lifted, and at this hour, the manhunt continues for that suspect who reportedly was in a stolen vehicle and ran from police. Live in the city's north side, Henry Ramos, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.